It is December, it is my month, it is also Vlogmas. So this is my first time doing Vlogmas. I've only been on YouTube for about, I don't know, 7-8 months now. So I'm excited. So it's December 1st. Happy birthday to my brother, my little brother, and happy birthday to my grandmother. They both share the same birthday. I have a lot of December birthdays in my family. This is also going to be a countdown to my 30th birthday. I turned 30 on December 28th, so I'm excited. It's the last days of my 20s. Oh Lord, it's the last days of my 20s. But I'm excited. I'm ready for this new chapter in my life. So we're gonna kick off Vlogmas with being grateful. Gratitude is something that we should have every day, not only during the holidays. We just had Thanksgiving. You want to be thankful during that time, but you want to be thankful at all times. And one thing that I'm extremely grateful for is my job and my decision to join the Air Force almost 11 years ago now. It definitely has gotten me where I am today. I contribute a lot of my success to the Air Force, the leaders that I met, the people that I've met, the places that it allowed me to go to. So that's what this video is going to be about. Also, this video could be helpful to anyone who is thinking about joining the military, specifically the Air Force. I can't talk much about other branches. If you're gonna get my advice on which military branch to join, it's definitely gonna be the Air Force. But yeah, if you know someone who is turning 18 this year, could be 25. It doesn't, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, I've known people who joined when I joined, like straight out of high school. And I know people who are joining like today that graduated from high school 10 years ago. So it's a great opportunity. I think there's a lot of ideas associated with the military that people have from way back when, that, you know, people only people who can't get into college join the military, or only broke people join the military, or whatever the case may be. The military has lots and lots of benefits. So I'm gonna give you guys some of my things that I'm grateful for and the benefits that the Air Force have provided me and will continue to provide me. So let's get into it, okay? So I wrote some things down. So first, I am thankful for my job in the military. So I am a client systems technician. My Air Force specialty code, AFSC, is 3D1X1. That basically means I'm like a computer technician. So when I try to explain to my job to other people who aren't in the military, I basically say like Geek Squad, like for Best Buy, because that's basically what I do. So as a young airman, I would go out on base. People had issues with their computers. I'd fix it. I have the admin account. I fix software, printers, not much phone stuff, but some phone stuff depending on what it is. And that's basically like what my job is. Like, you have to get certified with some CompTIA certifications. I'll get into that later, but you have to get certified to do this job. It's a job that translates very well in the civilian sector. So if I wanted to get out of the military, I could get out right now and make more money than I do, honestly. Like, at any point, if I'd be like, you know what, I'm done, thanks, it's good. I had a good time. I appreciate y'all. I can't, and I will not hesitate at all, and I know I'll be fine, because the things that I've learned while in the military will definitely help me once I get out of the military. So that's one, is my job. My job is IT. I'm basically, like, right now a IT supervisor. I am in charge of the communications unit here at NSA Sudabay. And we do a whole bunch of different things. So the security side of it, the administrative side of it, the technical side of it, of anything related to IT. That's what I do. So definitely look into that. If you do think about joining the Air Force, if you are thinking about joining the Air Force and you want to do communications, so basically that's what my job is. I'm a comm troop. Look into 3D1X1. It's a decent job. It's fairly, I would say it's easy. It's easy to learn, and it's also easy to forget if you don't practice things well. So like, I had stepped out of my career field back in, I think it was like 2015, and I became an airman dorm leader. So I worked in the dorms, I checked people into their rooms, made sure the facility was good and everything like that. And I did that for about 2 years. And then once I got out of that career field back into my normal job, 3D1X1, there was so much stuff that had done come out as far as technology wise. Like, everything's always changing quickly. So that is one thing that you do have to stay on top of your stuff, because stuff can go by just like that. I mean, depending on the airmen and the younger NCOs, be like, how do you do this? Because I don't know, I need help. So, But it's good, it's a good job, and I love my job. That is definitely one thing that I'm grateful for, is my job in the Air Force. So secondly, as far as Air Force benefits, I know y'all can feel me during this one too. COVID hit, we're in the middle, literally in the middle of a pandemic. Actually, we're gonna pause on this vlogmas. Actually, I literally got a COVID test done today. Some friends that I were hanging out with this past weekend for Thanksgiving and whatnot, somebody tested positive. I was in contact with them, so I got tested. I don't know if I have it or not. I feel fine. So we're gonna see if I have COVID or not. If not, I'm still gonna bring vlogmas to you because I literally have nothing else to do but record videos. I might not be able to go out and record, but I can record videos at the house. So anywho, back to the video. So I have a steady paycheck. Like that is one thing that the military, every 2 weeks, maybe not every 2 weeks, the first and the 15th, depending on some days, some months, it doesn't fall like every 2 weeks. We got a little stretches sometimes, every like 2.5 weeks, it seems like, or if it's a long month like January, we got like dang near 20 days in between we get paid. But anywho, a steady paycheck. Like I did not have to want for anything. I didn't have to where my next paycheck was gonna come from, where I was gonna get food. Like I'm blessed. I'm so blessed to have had this job that I know that I'll be straight, especially in the middle of a pandemic. Literally, we got a Social Security tax deferment for the last 4 months. So from I think it started September, they just did not take out our Social Security tax in order to give us kind of like an incentive towards, I guess, well, it's some kind of like a stimulus, but just being things like that. Like some people, they don't have that, and I'm blessed and I'm grateful, I'm thankful to be able to still have a paycheck, have some extra money, pay down my debt, because I did accumulate a lot of debt in my younger days. I'm about to be 30 now, so I'm not gonna do what I did in my 20s, you know, anywho. But yeah, steady paycheck. That's one thing I'm definitely grateful for, and one of the benefits of the military. Even back when I remember, I think it was like 2011, 2012 time frame that they were talking about not paying anybody or whatever. The civilians got furloughed. Our civilian counterparts, they didn't come into work, they didn't get paid, but my military paycheck has been coming through. Now, when finance messes up your money and you gotta wait for them, that's a totally different story. We're not gonna talk about that today. But anywho, steady paycheck. The next thing that I'm definitely grateful for, and one of the greatest benefits of the Air Force is the money to pay for school. Y'all, I might have debt, but I don't have student loan debt, and that is a blessing. And I got 2 degrees through the military so far, and I am working on my 3rd. Okay, I have my associate's degree in information technology, and I have my Bachelor of Arts in e-marketing. So no debt at all from that. Like that's a huge blessing. Like I don't even know what it feels like to pay a student loan. Like and that's a blessing in itself. And for the most part, I believe every branch offers military tuition assistance. The one great benefit about the Air Force, though, is that the Air Force, a lot of our training is accredited. So you get college credits when you're learning to do your job. So when I finished learning how to do my job, graduating tech school, I had about 30 credits to apply towards a bachelor. To apply towards the associates. And I just had to do more classes and everything like that, like my main science, math, social studies, humanities. Boom, 2-year degree, associate's degree that I could apply towards my bachelor's degree and finish that quicker. So the Air Force is definitely dedicated to education. They care about your success. So we almost got our tuition assistant cut. It got cut for a little bit. It was like to $3,700 or $3,600 instead of $4,500 per year. So that could give you about 6 classes paid for out of pocket. One thing that could be like a deterrence from using that. Well, I mean, I guess it's one con of using tuition assistance. If that's the only thing that you're going to use, that it takes longer for you to take your classes because you only can take 6 classes per year. But being in the military, you also have the Montgomery GI Bill and the Post 9/11 as far as education benefits. You can use your Montgomery GI Bill you know what, pause. New people who join in now, they can. I joined in back when the Montgomery GI Bill was a thing, but I think post 9/11 is all that's offered to new service members. So, but I had the Montgomery GI Bill, so I was able to top up. So the money that tuition, like when I ran on my TA, my tuition assistance, I was able to go pull money out of my GI Bill to pay for those classes, to keep taking classes. I graduated from Ashford University with my bachelor's, so those are 5-week classes all online, and I was basically just able to do like a class every month and not quit for like a whole year straight, which helped sped up the time for me to get my bachelor's, and I earned that last year in 2019. So that is one huge benefit of the military is school, if that is your focus. Me, if it's free, it's for me, so I might as well, right? Like, it can't hurt at the end of the day. Like, if I plan on retiring from the military, and if I don't retire after 20 years of service with free education without a degree, then I just feel like I was wasting my time, and what was I really doing? Like, come on, take advantage of every opportunity. So anywho, that is one thing. But for me, the biggest thing that I am thankful for, grateful for, the benefit that I use the most as far as being in the Air Force is the travel, okay? Traveling, I love to travel. I grew up watching my grandmother travel, taking all these different trips and cruises, and I think that's kind of where I got my travel bug from. But also my first base in the Air Force was to Ramstein, Germany. So 19 years old, I literally had just turned 19 like a week or two before I went to basic training. My birthday was December 28th. I went to basic January 12th. I had just turned 19. I didn't know anything about anything. I ended up going to tech school. My first base I got was Ramstein, Germany. So in 2010, September 2010, that's when I went to Germany. I left in 2013, September 2013. But those 3 years, like, I went to so many places. I did so many things, and I just love to travel. So by the time I left there, within 3 years, I had went to at least 12 different countries, which was amazing. Some people go and they don't like it. Some people, I remember being in Germany and it was like, I'm ready to go home. I hate this place. I want to go back to America. I'm like, but you can drive to Paris. You can drive to Prague. You can do all these different things. Like, you can see all these things that you wouldn't be able to see if you didn't live in Europe. So I take advantage of all the travel opportunities, even like when I'm not in a place that's overseas. So I was also stationed in the States. My first base, stateside base, my only stateside base, it was in Hurlburt Field, Florida, Fort Walton Beach, Destin area. I got a home out there. It's another benefit, another thing I'm grateful for. I got a home out there as well. But even when I was in Florida, the Caribbean, I was all over the Caribbean. I went to the Bahamas, I went to Jamaica, I went to the Dominican Republic, I went to Mexico. I traveled while I was there, and I also traveled to, in the States as well, Las Vegas, Washington. I went to Arizona. I love to travel, and the Air Force has allowed me to travel, okay? After Florida, I went to Korea. I love Asia. It has a special place in my heart. I'm pretty sure I'm Korean a little bit. No, I'm not. But I love Korea. I lived there for 2 years, and now I'm here in Greece. So I've had great assignments in the military, and since I've been able to travel to so many other different places, not only the places that they stationed me in, but I went out and I ventured. I took trips on my own. Like, when I was in Korea, I went to Thailand, I went to Bali, I went to the Philippines. It was amazing. I went to Guam, which I'm getting stationed in Guam next. Like, I cannot complain when it comes to traveling in the military. I love it. So if that's something that you like to do, something that you want to do, the Air Force is definitely the way to go. Disclaimer, not everyone who joins the military, especially the Air Force, will have bases set up like mine have been. So it's also based on your job. My job, they need comm everywhere. That can be a good thing or a bad thing. That means you have access to all the good places and you have access to all the bad places. I think for me, like, I say that me and the Air Force have a great relationship and they're not gonna send me to some place that I don't wanna go. So that's what I put out and that's what I get back in. So like, me and the Air Force have been riding, we've been rocking for a long time. It's my longest commitment at this point. So we're good, and I am so thankful, so happy that I'm able to see these places, go to a lot of these things. I'll share some pictures of some of my travels, but I think that's it I'm going to wrap it up for Vlogmas Day 1. So I am so thankful, grateful, happy to be in the Air Force. I should be a recruiter. Maybe, maybe not. I plan on commissioning though, so I plan on becoming an officer, so he'll be saluting me soon here. Once I get to Guam though, I'll start working on that. But anywho, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like it, comment, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. It's free, by the way. Did you not know that? Subscribing is free. And it's the Christmas season, y'all. It's Vlogmas. Come on, we're supposed to be in the season of giving or whatnot. So go ahead and subscribe to your girl. Join the Juju gang, and I'll see you in my next video.